Our self-esteem is shot. We feel uncomfortable in our own skin. We need to stop comparing ourselves to all the bullshit illusions and delusions we have shoved down our throats. You woke up in a rotten mood and you can't explain it. Or perhaps stuff went down and you know exactly what invoked it. But you want to shift it. You don't want to feel it. You know what? It's okay to be having a shit day. It's okay to not be feeling all bright and fucking dandy for a little while. Forever pursuing happiness can feel like we are going around in a circle. We chase and chase those good vibes, often only to find ourselves in more of a slump the more we pursue them. Are we reaching for something that simply isn't meant to be a permanent thing? Are we setting ourselves up for the big fall, expecting that feeling of euphoria to remain? When constantly seeking that bliss, are we denying ourselves the right to feel sad, the right to feel every emotion and see it for what it is? We are forever experiencing new thoughts. They rush through our brains so regular, most we don't even acknowledge, nor will we even remember we've had them. If something is upsetting us, rather than try to shift the focus, we often dwell on the matter at hand. Until it gets so big, we sink lower and lower, whilst our stress levels get higher and higher. We may want to get past it, may even be told to snap the hell out of our mood or mindset. But that's truly not just about to happen because another's had enough of our shit. We can't always just be a little ray of sunshine on cue because another ain't digging our vibe. Give me a hell yeah in the comments if you agree. This too will pass. Whatever funk we are in will too. But it is okay to feel these emotions at the time. Sadness can help us analyze and understand things we may not necessarily pick up on in our rose-colored glasses. You don't like feeling down, you don't necessarily like feeling miserable, but you are entitled to feel it. Imagine if you were able to just dispel the bad thoughts that came through your mind as readily as those that have come and gone without much conscious realization. We let so many go without even noticing, but the painful ones we grip so tight and can't release. Sometimes we even find solace snuggling up with the blues and allowing those emotions to roam through us. Rather than try to run from them, we allow ourselves to go through them, get ourselves to that place we understand and can resolve them. We need to understand that each thing that happens to us, we get to determine how it impacts us. Our feelings can only really destroy us if we give them power. Sometimes we simply need to be alone for a while until the bad emotions run out of energy. Then other times, being alone with our thoughts can lead us to deeper, darker despair. If we can learn to differentiate the two and what our needs may be with each doldrum that strikes. Sometimes we just need someone to listen, not to analyze or tell us how to feel, but to shut up and actually hear us, let us release it. Sometimes we need their guidance and sometimes we need a good swift kick up the arse if we dwell too long. Sadness is temporary. We have to ride it out but never allow ourselves to dwell. Sometimes we have to let them tears flow, cry like we mean it. Nothing is more healing for the soul than a bloody good cry. Not much of a crier, but when I do, I feel so much better, stronger, focused after. I'm human and I have my moments of weakness, and if another pushes me to tears, once I dry those tears, look out because I'm coming back and taking no prisoners. Perhaps we've been burning the candle at both ends. Our sleep pattern is all over the place. This could be due to worry or anxiety, or it could lead to worry or anxiety. We may think we can cope, but eventually these 3 to 4 hours here or there are going to knock us on our ass. There is a massive connection between sleep deprivation and being in a shithouse mood. Our body needs to recharge, and when we don't give it the power source it needs, we are eventually going to go flat. We are all living through unprecedented, frightening times. I do not know anybody whose life is not impacted right now, and this can most definitely affect our stress levels, our state of happiness. Life can be hair-pulling stressful at the best of times, but throw in the chaos of the time at hand and some days are going to right royally suck. Our brain will typically only hold on to one thought at a time. So finding a distraction can be a great way to lift our mood. Get out in the sunshine, stimulate those endorphins by going for a walk or sweating up a storm. Cannot tell you the amount of times I've found myself in a prick of a mood. I've smashed out a workout to vent out some of the frustrations, to find afterwards I feel like I could take on the world. Then I think of the times I gave in to feeling sorry for myself, stewing and sulking. Instead of regaining that power, clenching some iron or belting the hell out of my punching bag. Brooding takes us to no place good, nor does allowing what's troubling us to play on loop in our mind. Sometimes we allow petty, insignificant rot to weigh us down, giving it far more energy than it deserves. The little stuff escalates into big stuff, and this then completely dictates our mood, our vibe. We completely exaggerate, overthink situations or something someone said, to the point we drive ourselves insane. Not to mention the poor bastards putting up with us. The more we stress or analyze these things, the more we can spiral into that dark place. Sometimes we just need to breathe and chill the hell out. We see others on all these social media platforms seemingly living their best life. They're perfectly pastel, sweet as candy, syrupy, perfect fucking existences. Well, I'm here to tell you that most of it is a perfectly meticulously pieced together bloody illusion. No one's life is perfect. You are only seeing the tidbits they want you to see. They may tell you they're keeping it real, showing you the good, the bad, the ugly. But you can bet your peach fuzz ass, even the so-called bad and ugly probably ain't nothing on what really goes down. No one or nothing is perfect. Not anyone on social media or anyone in everyday life. We need to stop comparing ourselves to all the bullshit illusions and delusions we have shoved down our throats. Life is a mix of every damn emotion, good and bad experiences. I can be the nicest, most approachable person in the world. Then other days I may struggle to crack a smile. My point is, we all have our moment. Perhaps we've had too much caffeine, which can cause anxiety, impact our mood. Perhaps we've not had enough caffeine and we're just feeling foul and cranky. Some days our hormones are all over the shop, whether be that time of the month, menopause or whatever. We've a massive zit on our chin, no amount of foundation will hide. We want to eat our body weight in salty chips and chocolate. We want everyone to kindly fuck off. We feel repulsed by everyone, everything, especially ourselves. You don't want to mess with me today. Maybe we're just hungry. I don't know about you, but my evil twin emerges when I need food. We could have a lot going on and have to front up to something we're dreading. So rather than suck it up, we procrastinate and worry about it instead of just getting it done. Some days we just feel inferior, and maybe any number of things that trigger it. Our self-esteem is shot. We feel uncomfortable in our own skin. Our self-esteem can dip and rise, so we need to recognize the triggers and keep reminding ourselves that we are just as good as every other person. During this time, so many of us feel sad because we feel disconnected. We can't see family or friends. We can't do things that once filled our tanks. This totally gets us down. It seems some days there will be no light at the end of the tunnel. There has to be. We can use this time to soul search and grow. Perhaps the fear of failure is sending us down self-pity lane. Rather than holding our breath and having the balls to jump, we get annoyed at ourselves and the rest of the world. Yeah, sure, we may fall and scrape our knees, but battle wounds make us badass. Once we take the chance, our mood becomes powerful and confident. Failure is about learning. It is not about setting us back. The only thing that can set us back is ourselves. Success can be the only option if our determination is fixed. Sadness and bad mood is normal and absolutely perfectly okay. What is done is done. We can't change it, but we can grow from it. So long as we don't live there, be grateful for every emotion, because every emotion is a chance to know what we do and don't want. A chance to feel, and whatever emotion you are feeling, whether it be good or bad, know it's so much better to feel something than nothing at all. Drop me a comment and let me know how you turn your mood around on those bad days. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss my next one. Beware the emotional vampire. I'd also really appreciate a like on this one. And while you're here, check out my other videos. Thank you for watching. Until next time, love, peace, and light to you.